He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll go again to McCoy. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's got some space here. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His first running back, McCoy. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They call it.
I told Tyrone that boy.
That means he doesn't move quite as fast.
Told his
as he used to.
ACL,
He still
man.
does all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he's tired. He's trying to go back in the game.
All offenses say, you get me 4 on 1st
Jalen
down.
probably done messed something up in his leg, too.
They'll really be happy.
He'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left.
He go to the hospital tomorrow. He go to the doctor tomorrow. Thursday.
Adam Thielen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And the crazy thing about an ACL
This will be
is that he ain't going to have the rehab he needs
This will be a touchback, and it comes
to get back like he's supposed to be.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback calling the shots under center. It'll be Carson Wentz.
And I thought it was a really nice performance last week by him. 3 touchdown passes. I think that signifies exactly what he was getting done. He did have the 1 interception.
But that's the ratio you say you're okay with, right?
If you go 3-to-1, you're going to be pretty happy over the course of the season. And let's
I don't think he had no 8 carries for 180 yards, though.
Behind closed doors, he probably told his agent, hey, what's the deal? I should have had a perfect game.
Well, we missed that one.
Oh, okay. This is
we missed them 80 yards there. We were late when somebody left their book back.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group
that's
so
cohesive.
They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. The numbers last week for Shady McCoy. 14 carries, 54 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And not much there. Maybe a yard up in the 24. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Chris Long with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position. I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down. Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. There are the numbers last week for Jay Ajayi. 18 carries, 90 yards. They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he gets this one up just shy of the 35 to the 34. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side, and he's got Macklin. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now a first down carry here from McCoy. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Tackle made there by Haloti Ngata.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
This give is to McCoy, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. But we call them run fleets. Everyone was in the right place.
Down right around the 25. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Mike Bennett in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Anthony Barr leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary
Green
target,
Bay
but I think
won.
it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Vikings will take over here.
When y'all got a bad connection.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. Last time out, they had that.
Might be you, Junior Tyree. Didn't you just play D?
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys.
Your connection was pretty good last night, Junior. What we played? We played today.
First and foremost.
That was amazing.
Fails, less of a field goal attempt.
They did pretty good today.
He's going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
What did he do? I'm match trying.
Michael Bennett in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Who that?
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. A chance for us now to discuss Jay Ajayi.
He said he all about business, man. He ain't about flags.
Only giving him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have the chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing.
He said I throw to the wrong person.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we draw so far, they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait in, enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by for Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Shotgun now for Wentz. Looking deep downfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
Buying time to his left. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know, I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
He'll get it up the middle. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was a terrific play. We're down here near the goal line, and only one word comes to mind for me, and that's overwhelmed, because they absolutely overwhelmed.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken very short. Oh, good move. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
That's that lag right there, dog. Told you to kick it out of bounds like that.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They run with Ajayi.
Dang,
He's
I
able
ran
to take
right
this
by
one up to the
going to the
35-yard line.
Dang it.
The Eagles on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him.
You said they took away your screenplay.
What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task.
He can't throw. Your kicker can't throw.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe.
You need a new kicker, dog. He can't throw. You gotta look at his throwing action, dog. You need a kicker that can throw, dog.
Still have time to get him
That's all that
established,
is.
but in my estimation, they've got to pick
Or you
up
can
the
kick the
urgency
extra
here.
point
They've
like
got to
you
get
supposed
quickly
to.
in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Wentz.
Get it killed, dog. Not a throw. Quarterback.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Stephen Weatherly in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. On play action, Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. On the move to his left. Lets it fly for Thielen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it's a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Hurts. An Eagle first down. Wentz to Hurts.
Falcons 5-0.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now it's Ajayi. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
And when you have a guy in the backfield who can catch the football, you don't just use him for check downs or dump offs. You make him part of the primary passing attack, because what you're trying to do is get him into open field and then let him make people miss and advance the football.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a 1st down.
Can't have enough good pass-catching tight ends in the NFL. The Eagles, they wanted to replenish their stock. They lost Trey Burton in the offseason, so they selected Dallas Goedert out of South Dakota State in the 2nd round, and he is nothing but a big-time pass catcher.
What a great story, because South Dakota State didn't offer him a scholarship out of high school. He walked on there.
Yeah, so now Zach Ertz has a running mate at tight end. But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, who can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult in that situation.
It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start. The Eagles on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9.
Eagles.
This is 3rd down and 12. Working from the gun, Wentz throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful at getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move it. Guys, we can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
He'll start on the ground with McCoy. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometime in this 4th quarter, someone on defense is going to have to step up and force a turnover.
Now a 20th carry here from McCoy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A give to McCoy. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. They'll set up to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 this week, and we always talk about adjustments. Well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Well, there you go. You said someone was going to have to step up, force a turnover. That's exactly what they needed.
And now they need to capitalize, get this back to a 1-score game. From there, anything can happen.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
This complete left side to Aguilar. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Me? Tip drill. He spent and got then lost 4 yards.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th.
A big sack
so
right there.
Pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but
that
no
was a big
gain.
sack.
Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking
Good
oil at the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner.
And they're trailing.
And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And out now come the Vikings.
I don't know how they're going to try to cheat me out of win this time. He fumbling the ball.
Operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the 1st down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll try and run for it with the ball. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll run it with McCoy. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. McCoy. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Now McCoy. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
This is McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They'll look to throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Minnesota, they moved back over 500 at 3.
That nigga should have been sacked. What you talking about? He had plenty of legs. Yeah, what now? Oh, I don't need him. I got a kicker. Terry, ain't you got to create a cornerback over there that got burnt? Or was that Xavier Rhodes? Xavier Rhodes got burnt. I had to go back and look at it. Uh-oh, nephew. See what that defense made of.
I got so much beef, I could really sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. The keys are frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad company, bad for your company. Bad company, bad for your company. In the ski mask, in case you come for me. Got it, in the ski mask, in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If they say they want, they don't want no steam. Put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, D.Y. sellers. Fix the face and fix the weed. Not working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo, this block. Where you at? Can it, my new application be the block?
Jumping, they looking at me, he owe me some money. Hit him with the night the crumbin'. Why he playing games? They don't want no problems with me. Got good, I know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone send them to an opposition. They move on. So I
dog shades, too much. Got the belly see them. Acting brand new like I don't see it. When I do, who them folks? Who want close? Give me room, pony folks. Play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad cow disease, now you in eternity. Tuck underneath my nuclear dunker. Flintstone, bust down, color Americana. Fruity pepper, bezel, Wilma, Betty, bread and Barney, bag. I'm out of town, I think she modeled at McCarmy. Wrist game, lucky charmy, told my jeweler, leprechaun. I'm a come clean, I got big Paranoia got me rolling in my sleeves, okay. Waiting 'cause I'm up and up the creek. Whole team got beats on the keys all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you feel frightened when I upped it, I'ma squeeze.
Hey, this that Eastside Johnny Big Redemption like. Know what I'm talking about? Hold up. Whoa, 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 whoa. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These I'm saying. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. Big J Rocco on 10, 10, 10, 10. Exit F4. Bring friends. That black two dope. Jump in. You might wanna keep scope. I win, 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 win. Forearm tattoos. That's why. All of them go. Don't try. I walk in room. They eyes wide. Third album come soon. I'm glad y'all gon' die. I ain't chasing after no. I got bigger plans than staying rich. I been tap dance since I was 6. I tap dance all over. And your diamonds like tap water. They drip way too foggy. These BBS is way awesome. Pork CLS for drop to your death without warning. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These I'm saying. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win. You clowns really don't stay outside when I play outside. I put the beats on them like Dre outside. I got the bow side and LA outside. And if you act bad, I bring the outside. Go and get your money. None of my know some funny. I can tell real by who you're running with. I'm all in the field, duck hunt. Hit my just and he was like, boop. Knew just what it was. The whole but gave it back, boop. 9/11, no knowledge, baby. But no violence, baby. My got callous, baby. My bare knuckles got talent, baby. I'm all in the wind with it. On Deuce line, I've been with it. She too fine, I've been crashed 2 times. I limo tinted my new ride. I'm riding with the 12 better not pull me over. Championship going dumb. Nothing to something I won. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, yeah. Get out the way, get out my way, yeah. You either with me or against me, though. You either with me or win. Win, 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 win. Curve everything else. Win, 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 win. These I'm saying. Win, 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 win. Start chasing that. Win, 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 win.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. The champs is in. Yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you flogging it. Waiting on the rain for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Where the with you. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. Lock down on the offense. First on the skeleton faucet.
He walking it down, dog.
Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda on offset, you block him. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him.
Using them timeouts.
Yeah, we some goblins. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossible. Reds on this, my highlight, my property. Do a quarter best niggas on 43.
I'm surprised they didn't throw the flag. Roughing the pass.
I'm trucking them over, he under me. All back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win. No new friends.
You might get out of there.
They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in.
I just had the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the play with the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on first and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get on. No loss or excuse, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up the plan. Look at your stance and look at your hand. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. EA, I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't
Try to take his head off them, boy.
no new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Champion. We want back ends. Wipe my sins. Wipe it. They can't win. No new friends. Football fans. They sleep again. We wake them up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.
That was almost game now.
They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke code.
I be out on a late night. Opposite a play fight. See slime break night. This break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. With the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke code. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke code.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business. Handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break no bro codes. The more red rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke code. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke code. They call a podcast Poppy. King goes, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop home, gave me the choke code. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax.
Relax, 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 oh. Relax, 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 oh.
me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when the drop home, gave him the choke code.
No, that nigga ain't broadcast.
Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that Benz. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Bring them tryna all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took them all your break.
Hey, if it's at halftime and they go out, whoever had the lead at halftime should win, right? You gotta play it. You gotta play it at least twice. They keep kicking you out. Whoever had the lead, just give them the win. You can do that, can't you, Terry? Hey, you pulled up that broadcast, Terry? You won't do?
Just to hit the studio. Now me and steak and shrimp. I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. Shorty wanted me cousin wearing gold. I came up and made it happen. Now it's by the stove. Big inside this case is one. Do me dirty, I'ma find you lay out on the flow. 19 with a I got rich by myself. Rather do this alone. I wasn't asking for no help. They keep asking how I'm winning with the card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone. He said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down. Soon we'll all be living large. And it's crazy how last year was on my garage. Now I'm in a good position for this life, can't sabotage. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo. I got tattoos on my face, I use that this motivation. I can never get a job, so for my dream I'm dedicated. For a second, lost myself, I was too busy getting busy. Now they see me out in public and be known what my name is. All these rappers want the clout and the life of being famous. I just wanna be stable, tell my family we made it. I was coming for my spot, a young had to be patient. Now I'm running up, these bands can hit the island for vacation. I've been know my haters, you could say I'm constipated. 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now he's on the data. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy Joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now it in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
It's one of them ones, man. Just in the car, man. It's like when you in the car, you just think about everything, man. Definitely when you by yourself, you just cruising on the highway, man. Yeah, this got me thinking. Swerving through traffic, listening to traffic.
Go for what you know, man.
Windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me, they expect me to give up. I almost did. Things went from moving faster, slow motion. I was losing focus, stuck on that. It was smooth on the surface, but underneath it was broken. Hoping to find hope in this hopeless world we live in. What you give is what you given. Gotta make wise decisions. Gotta stay tunnel vision. Gotta avoid collision. Keep scratching the surface and keep your palms itching. Gotta pay moms a visit. It's been a while. I've been working, she keep telling me she miss her child. I find myself passing the house, then I spin around.
What you saying? You think I should make a playoff?
Cause the cash ain't gonna come to us. When we was down, who gave a dime or gave a for us? So instead of making it hard, I made it fun for us. Make it easy, so when you need it, you just run to us. But it's a lot of pressure, I'm trying to stick and move through this. Fixing these bumps on the road so I can just cruise to this. Living my life on the road, I'm trying to get used to this. And when they throw dirt, I just act like a broom to this. Trying to stay true to this. Even when they lie on me. World on my shoulders, my girl can't even cry on me. God watching over me, the devil probably spy on me. I've been going through some. Can of keep an eye on me. I know it's been a drought, but to my fans, don't go dry on me. If you want a picture, take a picture, don't get shy on me. I'm here to inspire. I admire that you admire me. I've been in the dark, but I promise you'll see a bright of me. I'm sorry. So my supporters, man, I love y'all. I just want to say thank you for supporting me since day one. You don't want to see me win, man. I don't know why, but we gonna win anyway. Came straight out the with a microphone. Boy, I swear I couldn't leave that mic alone. Everybody clear the room, I like to write alone. I'm in my zone, bass bouncing off the styrofoam. I'm never in between, I'm either hot or cold. Can't be a loser, I maneuver like I got a clone. I'm out here in these streets like I ain't got a home. And you barely hear from me like I ain't got a phone. Because there's no days off, there's no days off. I know it sounds a little painful, but it pays off. Social sites was distracting, so I stayed off. Spoke to God that me and Satan had a face off. I swear my life was like a rocket, then it takes off. First I plotted, then I got it, couldn't wait long. I put the pedal to the metal, then took the brakes off. And I kept it A1 like the steak sauce. My paychecks used to be a pair of Jordans, and I know I can't afford them, but I went ahead and bought them. Then I quit, started Spent my money on recording, yeah, the studio was small, but man, that made me a fortune. Made me a fortune, man. Trying to stop me. Y'all can't stop me. This is forever. Forever, man. I mean that.
Track how G go too fast. I don't need wear no seatbelt. Bad look, got no upgrade. Now she got. How about the range on? Who is the baby? He going in. Man, these old rappers getting boring. They be taking shots, I ignore them. Seen them to the hood when I'm touring. Making plays out of town like I'm Jordan. Need to go get your. Walk on my way, I'm a sporter. Lamborghini, I don't want no Porsches. I'm on fire, don't touch me, I'm tortured. Had the fish on my teeth, I went fortunate. Put the time on my back, I'm a horseman. One more year, I'ma make it a Forbes. They look me in the bay like he 40. I be seen inside of the morning. Ain't no screens, it says keeping it cordless. She keep calling, but I keep ignoring it. Ain't no stopping, I'm keeping it for it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Man, they can't stop me, I'm going it. Every time I get gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I get gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. I spent the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Got out like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on the toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Still ain't got time with you. All of these, my body, I got pay somebody keep checking my pose. Walking in club with no warning, take care of the money. They swing on the. Water on me like the sunny. I shine when it's sunny. This platinum and rose. Gonna out the street when I go to DC. I'ma see the mode. Every time I get gone, I get another. Tryna leave me alone, another. I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different. Here we go. Every time I
Yeah.
get another. Tryna leave me alone.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
I'm like, baby, I know I'm wrong, but this just how life goes. And I know these be happy if I let you go. Got me walking on a thin line on my tippy toes. Crazy different city with some different.
Huh?
Here we go. Tryna spend the whole M on some clothes. Got up on this, I sold out the show. Got out like a pot on the stove. Yellow AP on all of my. I like when that white on no toes. Picture me riding around in that rose. I put some ice on my wrist, it was swole. Feel like I play with you.
Junior, you just getting your tail whooped, Junior. You trying to bang it on the leg.
Hey, what's up, gang? You know, security. I got that check-in to go. I'm gone. A lot of these dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones that don't like. What you look like? Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from feeling all kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is dress. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Got something more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I'm mad and they can't be my friends, so they won't let me out.
Y'all quit.
Hanging and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm calling the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count?
How you gonna quit, Junior?
I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check and took off. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones that don't like.
Reset it don't mean it's don't mean it's better.
Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands in your fingers. Yo, get back, watch it turn to a sinker.
Terry, who you just played?
All of my sit the back that like a pole.
Nah, I'm talking about tonight. Didn't you just play somebody tonight?
Turn the roll. Find the cable to it, nigga. One walk down the Soho. One's black and the other was Mexican. Had a like a polio. Younger than you with a Maybach.
I don't know, Junior.
Gently. Ain't been friends with these. When I was down out of soul had sympathy. But that's how I go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe.
So what y'all do? Just you just forfeited the game, Junior?
Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Go and get that me on.
D offline.
So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pants.
Man, that ain't gonna fix it. It's lagging then, it's lagging now.
Niggas my fault. No court.
Oh, okay.
I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce.